increasingly shaped by innovation, automation, and digital transformation, building the future demands more than just a vision. It demands courage, it demands clarity, it demands unshakable commitment from the ground up. On 28 June 2025, Noblenews was on ground at the maiden edition of the Zaria STEM and Robotics Expo. What unfolded before our eyes was not just a school program. It was a seismic shift. It was a powerful, purpose-driven movement, a moment of reawakening. At a time when youth disengagement is becoming an epidemic on the rise, when overdependence on government jobs stifled ingenuity and creativity, when criminal shortcuts, kidnapping, banditry, cybercrime, tempt idle hands and fragile dreams that threaten our national fabric, one voice rose above the noise, a young voice, a determined voice, a visionary and deeply passionate voice, a voice that did not just speak but ignited, a voice that celebrated the untapped brilliance within our children, a voice opening the gates of innovation, automation, and digital transformation, urging both youths and children to cultivate the habit of tapping into this gold mine. That voice was Abdulmuqeet Hussain, an EdTech expert and instructional technologist, a technopreneur, and the visionary founder of the BT Hub Center for Digital Skills. Abdulmuqeet is not just building apps, he is building aspirations. He is not just creating jobs, he is creating journeys. Rather than wait for government employment, he activated a new mindset, turning the taps of innovation and inviting young Nigerians to drink from the well of possibilities. Under his leadership, the BT Hub Center for Digital Skill is mentoring and nurturing the next generation of digital thinkers. His words at the Expo rose the audience from intellectual slumber, reawakening dormant minds, reigniting curiosity, critical thinking, and innovation, and inspiring a renewed wave of intellectual energy, a message of possibility. In this special feature, Tapping the Goldmine, Abdulmuqeet Hussain and the Rise of Tech-Driven Youth in Zaria, we journey into the heart of that moment, highlighting the words that inspire, the vision that lifted spirits, and the hope it planted in the minds of Zaria's children, Kaduna's communities, and Nigeria's digital future. At the inaugural Zaria STEM and Robotics Expo, Abdulmuqeet Hussein's remarks did more than ignite a movement rooted in purpose, fueled by promise, and boasting with possibility. With clarity of vision and unmistakable passion, he set the tune for the day with these powerful words.
Today is not just an event. It is a celebration of youth creativity, children creativity, the power of innovation, and the bright future of our nation and our community.
These were not just words, they were a call to action, a declaration that the future is not waiting to be built. It is already unfolding in the hands of our children. This was an urgent rallying cry to educators, policymakers, and parents alike. Believe in the genius of your children. Through his powerful delivery, Abdulmuqeet reminded us that education can no longer be confined within the rigid walls of the traditional classrooms. Instead, he championed a seamless bridge between theory and practice, between learning and doing, boldly declaring our children are transitioning from the world of the classroom to the world of innovation-driven solutions. He said,
"We exist to empower young people and communities with cutting-edge digital skills, vocational training, emerging technology training, problem-solving capacities, that are needed to succeed in the 21st century.
This was not just a vision, it was a blueprint for digital transformation, for youth empowerment, and for national rebirth. Abdulmuqeet did not stop at broad vision. He laid out a practical model already in motion. His one-year STEM education and computing program was not just a curriculum. It was a deliberate pathway designed to transform learners into problem solvers and students into innovators.
Our innovative one-year STEM education and computing program that is tailored to transition and upgrade our children and youth from the world of classroom to the world of innovation-driven solution, to provide real solutions to the world by bridging the gap between the classroom and the societal need.
This program is not theory, it is practice. Not hope, it is action. At its heart lies a simple but revolutionary belief. Education must meet the needs of society, not merely the requirement of a syllabus. At BT Hub, that belief is alive and thriving. And at the heart of this transformation lies BT Hub, a pioneering center for digital skills and vocational training, boldly positioned to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving world. Here, innovation is not concept, it is a culture. A culture built on three transformative pillars. 1. A one-year STEM and computing program. 2. A tech training track tailored for pre- and post-secondary students. 3. And the ever-exciting kids coding and robotics program, where imagination meets engineering and play becomes purpose. These are not just training modules, they are blueprints for building a future-ready generation. Nowhere is this clearer than in Abdulmuqeet's powerful reflection on student-led innovation.
None of us gave them a project. They are the one that selected this project and sees that this is the project we want to do. And that these children, it is not that they bought these things, no, they built it by themselves.
This is not about imitation, it is about ownership. Ownership of learning, ownership of ideas, ownership of the future. These are not just students, they are creators, innovators, and tomorrow's problem solvers. Through this platform, Abdulmuqeet Hussain and his team at BT Hub are doing more than teaching. They are equipping students not just with knowledge, but with the tools, skills, and confidence to innovate, compete, and lead in a tech-driven world. He was especially proud of the children's initiative, how they chose their own project, built their ideas from scratch, and presented them with boldness. He celebrated every contributor to his success story. 1. Every school that opened its door to STEM. 2. Every teacher who nurtured curiosity. 3. Every parent who believed. 4. And every dignitary, from the politician to the administrators, professors to military representatives, whom he respectfully referred to as fathers, mentors, and supporters of the movement. With heartfelt pride, Abdulmuqeet declared that a global innovation is no longer out of reach, it is already happening right here in Zaria.
We are seeing in Abuja, what we are seeing in Lagos, what we are seeing in China and in Japan, we are also seeing it existing here in Zaria.
This is not just catching up with the world. This is joining the conversation and, more importantly, contributing to it. That is the essence of empowerment. This expo was not just about showcasing talent, it was about restoring belief. Believe that Zaria's children are not behind, that they can dream, build, and excel, just like their peers in Lagos, Abuja, or even in China and Japan. And that belief, it was mutual. From students to teachers, to parents and dignitaries, everyone present bore witness to a new narrative taking shape, a narrative worthy of documentation, of celebration, of being written, as Abdulmuqeet aptly said with a golden pen.
We want you to accept our deep appreciation for honoring this event and coming here today. I'm very sure it's something that we need to write with a golden pen.
This was not just a thank you, it was a declaration, a moment that marked Zaria's entry into the global map of innovation. Perhaps his most powerful message was reserved for the children, the heartbeat of the Expo. In a world that often pits young minds against impossible standards and celebrates only the top finishers, Abdulmuqeet Hussain rewrote the rules. He reminded them that learning is winning, that curiosity is courage, and that showing up is a victory in itself.
I want to let everyone understand, especially the student, that everybody here is a winner today. There is no single loser. As far as you have learned and you are present here, you are never a loser.
These were not just kind words. They were affirmations. Affirmation that self-worth does not depend on medals, but on growth, grit, and courage to innovate. And on this day, every child left not just with certificate, but with a renewed sense of value, purpose, and possibility. Everybody here is a winner. There is no single loser. What a way to build confidence. What a way to shape futures. The powerful words were not just addressed to the audience. It was a manifesto for education reform. It was a vision for youth empowerment. It was a testament to the power of grassroots innovation. This is more than a recap. It is a declaration. The future is being coded right here by our children. And the most powerful part, they are already writing it. As the applause fades and the gadgets are packed away, the real work begins, not in the labs, not on the podium, but in the minds and hearts of every young Nigerian inspired by that moment. Abdulmuqeet Hussain reminded us that you do not wait for the future, you build it. That the gold mine of innovation is not buried in some distant land. It is right here in Zaria, in Kaduna, in every school, every child, and in every idea bold enough to rise. And so, we leave this expo not just with admiration, but with conviction. Not just with inspiration, but with responsibility. To invest in our youth, to believe in their power, and to never underestimate the spark that one voice, one vision, one bold idea can ignite. The future is not a distant dream. It is now. It is here. It is being written line by line, code by code, by the children of Zaria. To Abdulmuqeet Hussain and the entire BT Hope family, we say thank you. Thank you for daring to dream, for believing in the brilliance of our children, for showing us that innovation begins not in technology, but in a vision, mentorship, and courage. And to you, our viewers, thank you for joining us on this journey of inspiration and awakening. As we celebrate stories like these, we are reminded that real change begins with those who dare to act and those who dare to believe. This is Noblenews. Stay inspired, stay motivated, stay informed, stay coding, stay creating, stay innovating, stay transforming, stay building a future. If you can desire it, you can dream it. If you can dream it, you can do it. And if you can do it, you can make the world a better place. Stay tuned, stay thinking, stay with Noblenews. I remain U.S. Machika.